conversation was really about how you find an interesting friendship between two people who have totally polar opposites in their life, and how true it is in everyday life that we can have friends in such awkward places, and this friendship based on both of them having prejudice when they first got together, and the irony when they're in different places together as well. It was quite funny, I know, for me watching, I think the character Tony trying to tell Dr. Shirley that you're supposed to eat chicken. You know, black people eat chicken. You're supposed to know fried chicken. So that part was really funny. And then the whole idea of him throwing the chicken bone out, and that was okay. And they both had a laugh. And then he threw the Coke container out and was like, no, you cannot do that. That's littering. We need to fix that. So it's quite ironic how throughout the whole movie, you're looking at people who, by life choices, you know, initially even Tony, when he saw the two black men in his house working on his floor, his whole family says, oh yeah, we're here to keep Dolores company. What were the two black men fixing the floor going to do that Dolores needed the whole family to keep her company? So you kind of laugh at all the irony of the whole movie, but at the same time, it's the beginning of a wonderful friendship. And Tony, I think, by recognizing his own privilege, in the end understood what it was like for Shirley. And Shirley, in his own way, had been hiding most of the time because he didn't know how to be accepted because he was different. So all of those things, by just watching it and having the conversation, and I was very excited when Joanne said, we're looking at showing how the Strand, with all its history, and how it's a very big part of Northern Ireland's history, we're showing different movies, we're interacting with different artists, and we just want to be a central place that just still means a lot to the community. So having lived here for 15 years, and experienced life within Northern Ireland, I can comfortably say, yeah, I'm from Northern Ireland too, and I laugh at all the quirky things, and I've learned how to say Newtonards, and I understand what you mean when you say beaver. Although the first time I heard that, I thought I was looking for a different kind of beaver, and then I realized Belvoir is not Belvoir, it's beaver. So I'm learning. In 15 years, I'm learning as well. And just like when you go in, and I think for the first time when I went into the vegetable store, and I was in there, and the man came in and he said, are you looking for taties? So I'm looking at him and thinking, what in the world are taties? And he said, we have loads and loads of taties in here. And I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Until he finally went and he said, spuds. I was like, oh, you're talking about potatoes. Gotcha. So it took me a while to recognize that. And also going into the bakeries and realizing I've never seen a place that has so much bread. I mean, I've seen bread all my life, but potato bread, I think, is it whole wheat, and then you've got, you know, every variety of bread you can think of. So that kind of blew me away. And I remember taking lots of photographs and saying to my family, this is the house of bread and potatoes. I'm living in the heart of bread and potatoes, which is quite funny. And then also just the sense of community. I mean, I've probably gone to the same butchers the whole entire time I've been here, simply because they make you feel like family. And I think Northern Ireland is very connected in a very community, family kind of way. So you get to know your barbers, your hairdressers, and everybody is really close-knit. And I think another element as well is never annoy one customer, because that one customer could be connected to your whole business. So don't do that. Keep everybody happy and you'll be quite all right. So it's been a learning experience. And when you meet people like Joanne and everybody else who I come across, it's an interesting exchange that even in Joanna's experience, she's been to, I forget where it is exactly now in the US, and she's had
Washington, D.C. Yeah.
And there was a place specifically in Washington, Anacostia, where she actually had the experience of seeing a lot of the places, especially walking in the footsteps of Frederick Douglass, who's a famous abolitionist who also came here to Northern Ireland, I think in 1965, and had a very big speech that he gave that's renowned world over, I think in Belfast City Centre. So he himself was kind of feeling like, whoa, all of these people are here to see me, and they quite appreciated him, and he felt welcomed. And then there's the history of the McCracken family, who were very anti-slavery and very anti a lot of things. So there was a lot of natural history that exists here in Northern Ireland, which is very complimentary and welcoming to people of different ethnicities. So I think that conversation and this movie and others to follow will echo just how far Northern Ireland has come and continues to go. So I will not keep you any further.